Do I recommend Italia? Italia's is pretty high quality. When the next version of Pro Mods comes out, you're gonna need it, so... But maybe by then it'll be on a sale or something. In just the 30 seconds that I've entered this roundabout, you could take that clip, send it to the developers and say, do you not think that you've got some work to do? Right there. Right in that 30-second clip, you can see multiple problems.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Nate Stas, thank you for 15 months. Happy New Year. They honestly need to find an AI developer, I don't know, and just get that sorted. I believe the truck skin has been put onto Paulie's workshop, yeah. No swearing, you're a truck driver, right? I don't know, Low-Tex. I can't guarantee. If I give you a time when Doyle's going to appear, and then you disappear and come back at that time, and Doyle's already been on, you're going to blame me for it. Yeah? So I'm not going to give you a time, because I don't want to get the blame. The whole thing is out of my control. I'll tell you what Mrs. Squirrel told me, right? But don't blame me, because I know what she's like. She said about 8:15. That's what she said. Now you can take that at face value. You can turn up at 8:15, but you're just rolling the dice as far as I'm concerned. Mrs. Squirrel is never on time. This is what you have to understand. So I'm not giving you a time. You swear all the time when you're playing the game and find yourself yelling at the AI. I thought Euro Truck was a relaxing game. I've got a little bit of P.O. Box tonight, yeah. Some stuff that came... Probably should have been here for Christmas but turned up late. Because Royal File. What's the missus doing tonight? Well, she's with... One of the daughters has gone out. The other daughter is with Mrs. Squirrel, and the son has got his friend round. So there's going to be 4 of them in the house. I think Mrs. Squirrel and daughter's going to go... Well, they were going to go and watch a movie, but I'm not sure they're going to do that now. I don't know. They're all doing their own thing, really. Everybody enjoys New Year in their own way. Well, he's okay with a few fireworks, true sorry, but when it starts to become a lot, he gets a bit freaked out. Like, I remember November the 5th this year was pretty bad. And he wasn't happy at all. I think as he's getting older as well, he kind of doesn't like it more. But there's nothing you can do. I mean, if it's November the 5th or New Year's Eve, you've got to expect midnight fireworks on New Year's Eve. November the 5th, I don't mind the fireworks, but when it's like the weekend before and then all weekend and then the weekend after, it just gets a bit annoying. Yeah. 1 of 6 for tier 2. Motley! Good evening, Paul. Would like to thank you and the mods, admins, and nutters for another fantastic year. Thanks for all your hard work, including the mods and admins. Happy New Year, Roll on Yachts 4. Thank you very much, Motley. Mrs. Frosty was in here earlier. Pretty much the same thing. GG to all of you. And Roll on 2018. What do I think of ETS2 VR? It's not bad. It's actually pretty decent. I think, you know, we're all waiting for the next-gen VR, really. The higher-res VR. Happy New Year, Rubku. What's on November the 5th? Guy Fawkes night. Newcastle. London. I don't think I've done a London one. I haven't done a London one. Quite fancy that. Is there a fireworks mod for midnight? No, but I've got a firework rocket launcher in GTA. And that's pretty much as good as. Wow, Planet Coaster's 75% off. Blimey. When a game gets discounted that much, it tells you that sales are not great. Fuel levels in the middle of the display, just less than half a tank, 400 and something litres. We're doing ETS2 until Doyle comes on. Then we've got a bit of PO Box. Then I'll finish that job off, whatever I'm doing. Then I'll be switching to GTA to take us into midnight. And we'll be doing Act 3 of the brand new heist. That's why Steam Link is $3.99. Probably. Well, Lamp and Bower, yeah. Let them burn the money. $80% off on Dirt Rally. Blimey. Traffic Warden, I played ATS on VR before they even released it, like years ago when I was at their offices and they had the VR headset. Like I say, it's pretty good, it works well. VR in a cockpit works well. But for me, the resolution of a VR device is not quite what I want it to be. GTA roleplay. I very much doubt I would stream that because it's going to be hard to even keep that even remotely close to PG. What the heck? You can't control what other people are going to say in the game. And I've watched GTA RP and there's a lot of swearing. Even like to the point of racism and stuff in it. Because generally speaking, the way that the RP works is that you've got people who play cops, and then you've got people who just want to mess about and troll the cops. That's more or less what it boils down to. People who want to break the rules or bend them and troll the cops and get away with it. As many years as VR has been in production, I would think it'd be better by now, not saying it's not nice. Well, the rumours are that, like, the Vive is, or the Rift has got a V2 in the works. The London roleplay community is different. How is it different, Simming? Max6722, thank you for the 200 bits, Max. Whoa. It actually looked like he was going straight on. iRacing in VR is magic, you're in the car. I have heard it's pretty good. I've yet to try it. Of course I am, Matty Matt. Identity, Rogue Templar. Dude, I'm one of the backers of Identity. My only concern with Identity is that they bite off more than they can chew. Like, they're trying to make the game, oh, we'll add this and we'll add this and we could do that and we could do this and we do that. Like, the scope keep is real on Identity, I think. And I am concerned about it. But it does look fantastic. I'll have to try the iRacing in VR and find out for myself. You can't even shout about Happy New Year, Nightmare. No, there's no need for caps. Full stop. You feel it's near about the time for my Sam car update? It depends. I mean, the guy might have had a break over Christmas, you know? Had some time off. You wish containers were in ETS? There's a lot of stuff that needs to come into ETS. Multi-drop needs to come into ETS. Trailer ownership. A bit more management, you know. A bit more having trailers and having refrigerated trailers and... I don't know. There's lots of things they could put in. A proper online experience. Support for virtual companies, virtual trucking companies within the online experience. There's loads of things they can do. Yeah, DirectX 11 support. Yeah, fix the AI. What they need to do is get the AI sorted and then get the online experience, the multiplayer, like official multiplayer, where it's you, other truckers, and the AI together. That's what you need. And then servers where, you know, things are done properly. VR and X-Planes 11 is amazing. Very early beta, looks cool. What's that other flying game that has really good VR support? Can't think of the name of it now. Yeah, private servers, Hendo Boss. If they would make an official multiplayer where you could rent servers, that would be very nice. No, not DCS. Is it Fly Inside? No. Is it that one? Aerofly, that's it. Aerofly. FS2. Trucking Pilot, thank you for the resume. They're working on their own flight sim. Yeah, what's that other one that was showcased? Did anybody go to Cosford? There was a flight sim that was shown there. I can't remember the name of it now. It looks really promising. Like a brand new simulator. Very impressive. It's called like something like Propeller or something like that. And it was about working in... I think the premise is you're working in high altitude rescue stuff. Yeah, Matt was there, yeah. A 24-hour New Year's stream. I've never done a 24-hour stream, Banana Sloth. Speaking of flight sim, how's the PPL going, Chase? I need to focus on my air law at the start of January. I've got to pass that exam because it's holding me up now. So I need to nail that. Jack Sim has sent me some of his training books because he doesn't need them anymore. So I need to get my head in the books. But yeah, once I do that, I then do my solo. And then after that, we start working on cross-country. I've also got a few... evening classes around navigation and stuff to get that up to speed. Do I buy shark cards? I've done it once, I think. Haven't they got some offer on at the moment where you get double the cash if you buy a shark card? Are you the best YouTuber? Nah. TrackIR25 Pro, thank you very much for the resume. Welcome back. The Sun and the Stars? No, no, no. Not like that at all. You navigate via VORs. Radio beacons. Are you playing Ancient Cities? I don't think it's something I'll cover. Ziggs, it's basically a mod called Frosty Mod. The game by default, excuse me, the game by default has summer all the time. All the time, summer. You have to use a mod to change the weather or the textures. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. I'm holding it. I'm not gonna sneeze. Oh my god. You're downloading You're downloading DCS, Mrs. Frosty. Oh my god. Like, I'm not kidding now, Mrs. Frosty. DCS is the real deal. You know, Forget what you've ever tried on FSX. When you get in a plane in DCS, it is going to behave in a different way. You're going to find that the plane is very alive. That's all I'm saying. I can't remember what planes you get by default in DCS. Oh, crikey, am I supposed to be going that way? I can't remember what planes you get in DCS by default. But if you've got a propeller one, then you're gonna get full-on torque steering. It's the third time I've done this, Davina. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, I never miss my junctions, but tonight, I don't know. Tonight, I'm missing junctions. Oh yeah, the P-51. I thought so, the Mustang. Do you get the Mustang by default, though? You're going to get in a helicopter. Mrs. Frosty, the DCS is not easy. That's all I'm saying. You're going to need a lot of perseverance. You've basically just downloaded a proper sim. It's going to be interesting for you, but enjoyable. Heapster. Not sure if I should purchase my summer car. Is it worth it? I don't know how to answer that, Heapster. You've seen the game, you've seen the videos, you've seen me stream it. If that's something that you want in your life, then it's worth it. Steering wheel, doing the same as yours. Probably there's some at the moment. Happy New Year. I think they've changed something, Andy. Either a bug or a deliberate change, I don't know. No, my summer car is definitely not for everyone. Will you be streaming Russian fishing? No. Fishing is not my thing. Definitely Mrs. Frosty. Listen, when you can take off and land in DCS, then we'll talk, Mrs. Frosty, okay? Somewhere between 8:30 and 9 ton trick, approximately. Don't hold me to it. Things out of my control. Don't know. That's the current plan. It depends when Mrs. Squirrel makes an appearance. It depends what job I'm doing. Happy New Year, Cannibal Potato. Doyle o'clock, yeah. It'll be about 30 minutes after Doyle o'clock. Oh, just got an achievement. Landmark tour.
Welcome back, Nutter.
How to frame this one. Tricky one to frame this one. Well, Hendo, it's not like I play this game all the time. There's many sims I play, you know? The best game you've ever played, Pac-Man. Same to you, Andy H. You going swimming, Banana Sloth? Do you like swimming, Banana Sloth? Gonna take a cheeky refuel here. How the tables have turned, Dr. Geek Thumb. You're right there, Vrom. Splash and dash. No, you can't say that, Luke. I already used that line. You can't hit me back with the same line that I just used. That's just not how it works. It's 1 AM in India. Hey, Mr. D. You've never seen trucking on a Sunday before? Is this a new thing? That's some of you're trolling me as well. Diesel price is $3 a gallon, you poor things. How do you cope with $3 a gallon? You know, if you want to know what time it is around the world, there's a website that'll tell you. Kieran, I already banged up the steering sensitivity to maximum, mate.
Very good, yeah.
L'adieu, Empereur. I really miss tonight's, I really miss you tonight, Squirrel. Hope we will meet more often. The junctions. Lol. Thank you for the delivery. Well, I've managed to do 3 tonight, so that's not bad going. Remember when you played Spin Ties on Sunday Night Trekking and people went mad? No, we did that last week. They didn't really go mad. But you had a few people saying, "What's this? I thought it was Sunday Night Trucking," and I'm sat in a truck going through the mud. Do you have a lot of packages? No. No, there's only about 3 or 4 items, if that. One square box, one slightly bigger box, an envelope. That's about it, really. I wouldn't say normally Audi. It's more like it should be, but there's definitely an input lag. Definitely a lag. Didn't patch in the last few days, Audi. Nah, it's really weird. Makes me wonder if something's... I don't know, is Windows patched? Maybe something Windows did. Man's 2034 just popping in to say Happy New Year, what's for? Question mark. Are you asking me? Thank you, Man's 2034, have a good one. G29 or 920? I'm using a 27. Yeah, you can expect the same thing here at midnight. You can expect lots of fireworks at midnight. What's the best bit about your flying training? Best bit about your flying training. A plane in real life just behaves differently to how it does in a sim. You know, what you don't get in a sim is like the constant variation in the air. You know, small bits of turbulence. Like little heat rises, pressure drops. In a light aircraft, the plane is constantly just like bobbling around and doing this until you get a couple of thousand feet up, at which point it gets calm again. But when you're bringing it into land, that is when the plane, you've got to be totally focused, you know? Because it is just constantly fighting you. Well, not fighting you, but you've got to control it. It's like a bit of a wild stallion bringing it in on a windy day. And I enjoy that. Just being able to master that was quite enjoyable. Well, I mean, what was really nice was taking what I'd learnt in a sim and just seeing it in the real world. Just thinking, well, you know, the sim is an accurate representation of what you do in the real world, and when you go to the world with it and just take all that knowledge with you, it's really nice. Caravan! Caravan! Eliminate him. 50-point bonus. What would Jeremy Clarkson say? Oh, crosswind. Oh, crikey, yeah. I think Cat Strater said to me something like... how did he phrase it? He said something like, what was the moment for you when you realised that, when you felt confident flying? And I basically said to him, I had a day where it was it's like a 35 knot gusting crosswind. It was very, very windy. And landing the aircraft, we were coming in sideways like that. You know, it was really tricky stuff. And after that, landing the aircraft just feels like I feel confident now. Because I've landed it in some of the worst crosswind. So that was the defining moment for me. Because after that, everything just felt calm. well, Mrs. Frosty, I'm sure we'll have some sort of community flying, and I'm sure you'll be there. You know, maybe like me and 20 other nutters in Spitfires, and you in a helicopter, and it'll be like Hunt the Frosty. Oh yeah, night flying's a different ball game altogether. Not something I'll be allowed to do for a while.